Alright guys, Arknemesis Eschatos. Let's go ahead and get started indeed. So he's going to go ahead and play the Evil Eyes, it looks like, which is an archetype. It can be quite good sometimes. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and activate that effect to add another Evil Eye card. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I don't really know if there's any good card effects to really stop in his deck. But without Evil Eye, this deck falls apart very, very fast. In fact, it like loses instantly. Alright, so what was that other card? Dark Sacrifice is a card effect that would... okay, so he's going for another Yugioh. So that means pretty much his back row is more likely going to be nothing. And will be a-okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead, charge life. We're going to hopefully get at least one nice Sworn. So you have his Eye of Gorgonia? What is this? This becomes Evil Eye of Aline. While your life points are lower than your opponent's equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference. Okay. So this one doesn't really protect him at all. I'm going to activate that charge. Ooh, got the wolf off of that. That's nice. Oh, and then getting Ash Blossomed. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate. But you know what I love with this? Well, we're still getting that wolf out, which is quite nice. Shoot, I really want that Raiden, but I kind of want to use this card too. Okay. I mean, I think I can, I mean, I can beat him literally by making it so he can't even summon. This card is so OP. And I was saying this earlier. In fact, I can re-add back Raiden anyways with this. This is actually really nasty. So let me go and show you guys why. So I can go ahead and banish Raiden. Banish Valor. I can even add back Valor if I wanted to, which could be quite great as well. Since I only put one Celestia, I'm going to keep Celestia in the graveyard. We're going to banish those. We're going to summon this card over here. And then I can go ahead and I can add any light card. I had to pay 800 life points, but that's not that big of a deal. What does he have over here? This card can't be destroyed by card effects. What does this do? Target one monster in the field to return them to the hand. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, well, it's not that big of a deal. So we can go ahead and rebring back this card over here. Let's see if we can get some good quality RNG off of this. And just Recaroni him. What did we get? Oops, oh, that's the Banish Zone. Because I still have my Reincarnation over here. And I can only summon one of them anyways, so at least we're able to go ahead and get over his monster. And so the next turn he will follow it up with more than likely another one. Okay. So he's going to add an Evil Eye Spell or Trap. Oh, okay. There's not really anything else to do here at this point. And then we'll go ahead and send two more via Raiden's effect. I wanted to call Fiend because once we call Fiend, he can't really do too much because this card is immune to being destroyed. So he's going to go ahead and summon that, add the Evil Eye, because that's all the deck really wants to do. I was thinking originally if he didn't have that bounce back card, we can add back Valor and the off chance he hand out to the Arknemesis. But this card just shuts down so many decks. I mean, he literally has to summon a Fiend, right? Unless he's playing like some Sky Striker variant of this. And at the moment we have, what, 1, 2, we have 3. This will be technically 4 Light Sworn, but there'll be double ups with some of the names over here. So what it comes down to is, I mean, unless he adds specifically the bounce back, I think we're pretty much good to go, depending on what we draw next turn too, which will hopefully be a charge of the Light Brigade. So it allows me to go ahead and just get an extra free card. So he's going to go ahead and send an Evil Eye Spell or Trap, Evil Eye of Selene, and what is it? It can't be destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effects. Okay. And they can't target it as well. So we definitely need to get rid of the back row. But I'm trying to think of what would be excellent with this. Because, yeah, he can't really destroy this card. So I guess he would just start taking more battle damage, I guess. But yeah, we just call Fiend and we'll pop this one. And it'll make it so he can't summon anything. So he'll just start taking massive amounts of damage. Because every time, this is what... it does gain 500 attack. Oh, he's going to go ahead and send him all to the grave and go for the Gorgon, Queen of the Evil-Eyed. So, it's 2 monsters, including Evil Eye monster, gains 100 attack for each Evil Eye card with different name in the graveyard. This card is equipped with Evil Eye. Slaying quick effect target 1 effect monster opponent controls and negates effect until the end of the turn. Okay. After this card was activate, destroy 1 monster this card points to. Okay. So just don't summon something right here or right here. Easy. Easy, easy. Okay. Really? So he doesn't... I thought like this card would have some effect to re-equip the Evil Eye. So, I mean, I literally just attack into him, right? And then that's it. Alright, I can monster reincarnation. We'll see what he's got. Oh, he's got the back row. It might be the bounce. It was the bounce. I mean, he's got to bounce back this card. It's a requirement, man. Alright, otherwise, about to make something that he will need to negate. I guess he could. Oh, he's gonna call by the grave that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, nonetheless, what is it? A fiend? I can force him. I mean, I kind of want the mill at the end phase anyways. I mean, I'll just go ahead and special summon this. So go ahead and get rid of Ghost Ogre, the Aaron, and another copy of this, because I can actually re-add back that card, which is quite nasty here. So go ahead and summon this. And, I mean... I want to just go ahead and activate his effect so he can't even... he'll just activate it. What? Okay, well, at this point, he literally cannot summon anything that is a fiend. So, this card would completely shut down his deck. And, speaking of shutting down the deck, I sworn. I think I have like one more play to show you guys, because I felt like it was kind of that one over there. Like, if you're playing against a archetype that only has one thing to go for, you basically win. So this one over here is up against the Red Dragon Archfiend deck that goes for like a bunch of the different boss monsters. Regardless of what happens, I actually kind of want to check his extra deck. Alright, it's literally all dragons, except for, I guess, Junk Speeder and Needle Fiber. So he ends up opening up with the Red Dragon Archfiend Scarlight, as well as having Scrap and Designator from the Grave. So this card is actually super OP. I didn't have options to go for it, so I just had to leave this card there, pass. He ends up hitting JD for I don't know what reason, but nonetheless, he ends up, I think, kind of making a mistake here. He should have went for something else. But all that matters is this video is just trying to show off Arknemesis Eschatos, which obviously once it came out against that guy, I don't know why he didn't use that quick effect to negate it. But nonetheless, I guess he was just like, okay, whatever. Because this card, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So pretty much it allows you to summon this card, then go for Judgment Dragon. Because this card is immune to being destroyed, so you can summon this card, be immune to any destruction effects, and then call out, like I did against him, I called Dragon. So I destroyed his Dragon, and then neither player can special summon dragons until the end of the next turn. Now, keep in mind, I do want to go ahead and go over like a brief little deck profile now that you guys saw like a live duel, and basically kind of the explanation over here. The whole goal is to summon this card, because the problem that Livestream normally has, you go for Lumina, summon, okay, that gets stopped. You follow with Judgment Dragon, it gets stopped. You don't have like another follow-up play, right? And generally, Lightsworn doesn't have really any stun. Like, it doesn't stop your opponent from really doing anything other than maybe if you happen to have Honest, which is like not necessarily particularly too Lightsworn, but it's like the only other like thing that you can really do to keep yourself from like losing, I guess, instantly when your opponent makes like a huge board. And you just have like one monster pass. But a lot of stuff will just negate too many effects. So I think Honest has probably fallen out of favor, but I threw one in there because it was a fairy. Because this card just needs to banish 3 monsters in the graveyard with different types. And what's really cool with this, as you guys saw, I was able to re-add back the Raiden. I can also re-add back a Judgment Dragon that just hits the graveyard. I just banish it with the effect of Arknemesis, and then instantly re-add it back with Light of Redemption, which you guys did see me use it to grab back, Raiden, which actually really helped out with the mill here. But I'm not going to suggest playing 6 copies of these boss monsters. Heck, I could even see Lightsworn being viable without Judgment Dragon. And I know it sounds crazy, but most of the time, most people aren't playing that much back row. It's also the monster effects that you're trying to stop. But this card, it's immune to being destroyed, so you just summon this card, and then you activate its effect, you pop anything that would maybe get rid of Judgment Dragon, then you summon Judgment Dragon and you pop everything, except for this card, because remember, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So, Judgment Dragon, unless you're selecting Dragon, because in that case, neither player can summon a Dragon. But the whole goal and the idea of this deck, like against him, I would call Fiend, and then I would summon Judgment Dragon, pop the Eye of Selene after that, and then I'd be safe because he might just try to activate some effect because this card is newer, and I think Tribe Infecting Virus, you know, it's banned for a reason, right? So that card's still banned, right? Yeah, this card is still banned, but this card is just special summonable, and it's immune to being destroyed, and then it prevents your opponent from playing the next turn if you're playing against, I know, any Beast Warrior deck. There's so many decks that just revolve around one type, right? And that's where this card really excels, and I think that Lightsworn let you get a lot of different types, because while they are all light, well, technically there's also the Dark Lightsworn, but they're all over the place. We have Warriors, we have Spellcasters, we have Beast Warriors, we have Fairies, we have regular Warriors. There's just, Minerva is another target, by the way, with Needlefire, that's why it's in here. It can help out. But yeah, this is what I was playing. I'm not going to say this is like an optimal build. I just kind of just built it really quick and just kind of wanted to theory craft with Light of Redemption how cool it would be if you mill a Judgment Dragon, you banish it just like you would with Primal Seed, with Blackluster Soldier. But Blackluster Soldier, unfortunately, as much as I love that card, he's just not that great in 2020, right? Or 2019. It's just kind of like, you know, it's only been 5 days, but I think this card is absolutely amazing in Lightsworn because, again, easy to get in there. And then on top of that, I was also playing Evening Crescent, which is a newer card, but you guys didn't get to see that. I technically had it in one of the duels, but I just never got to use it because the guy literally, he summoned a bunch of monsters, Ritual Resonators, and he's like, wait, I can't make dragons? Oh, I lose then because that's literally all that guy had except for that Junk Speeder card, right? But yeah, 3 Judgment Dragon, 1 Celestia, Triple Wolf, 1 Gyroth, Triple Raiden, 1 Lila, 1 Aaron. I don't know about this card, honestly. Does anyone set cards? Probably not, but it's just the extra name. Then we got 2 copies of Felice, 1 copy of Honest, 3 copies of Lumina, 1 copy of Minerva, 2 copies of Ash, 1 copy of Ghost Ogre, 2 copies of Evening Crescent, 1 copy of Raikou, 1 Effect Veiler. So I'm just playing like a ratio here, just so I can have like this one's Zombie, this one's Psychic, and this one's Spellcaster. So again, it's just trying to fulfill that like different types. And then Raikou over here is also a Beast, not a Beast Warrior, like these two. So it's another like different type. And again, this card is actually pretty good because you summon it and just banish one. It forces negation out of your opponent. And then I was playing triple copies of Solar, 1 copy of Desires, 2 copies of Reincarnation, 1 Reborn, 3 copies of Charge, and 3 copies of Light of Redemption. This card is more so for just testing purposes, but I think it's kind of a cool and interesting card. For the extra deck, honestly, I haven't really changed this from like another video, so it's kind of outdated, but I'd probably won't make too many things in here other than like these. These are the cards that I pretty much just go for. This occasionally can come up. These are always great to go ahead and have. And this is an excellent card. If you need 1 extra monster, because these cards are tuners, if you need that extra Lightsworn target, you can go for Minerva, use it as material, go into another link, or you technically go into Coral Dragon. And then from there, you're able to go ahead and fulfill your Lightsworn requirements. Or if you just need that extra other type, because this is another machine monster, there you go. Easy stuff, easy stuff. But anyways, this will be great for 2020 as well, like, because there's no... Lightsworn doesn't need those extra monster zones, so I could say that this is viable for 2020 Master Rule. It's ready. But it's really, this is the star of it, and that's what I wanted to make this video about, which is the Arknemesis Swarm. Plus, that name just sounds so cool. But anyways, guys, if you guys think that I should add or remove anything, definitely let me know in the comment section below, because I literally just built this deck. It's kind of in like beta, early access, Kickstarter game. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, hit subscribe, turn on that bell so you don't miss out when we update this deck, as well as showcase off all their newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But there's the Arknemesis Eschatos. The card's excellent. But thanks for tuning in. Have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.